Peace and blessings. We back at it, but this time it's special. It's our 10th episode, homie. 10th episode. Episode number 10. We're so excited to be here with you and you watching us. So since it's our 10th episode,
what's up? What's he thinking?
I think we should do something special.
What we doing special?
And actually answer some of these audience questions.
Okay.
But before we get into that, before we do anything,
you gonna put a cliffhanger?
Make sure that you follow us on all social media outlets at mixitup.513. Again, mixitup.513.
That's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and we also now have a Twitter page.
Yes. Actually, our YouTube is mix space it up.513. So it's mix space it up.513. I will put a link down below, so you guys can follow us on YouTube. We getting a lot of subscribers, and we just getting started. Again, it's episode 10, so we're really excited. So Solvi, Josh Gordon back in the news. He has been reinstated, but before we get to that, Bill Belichick has been on saying that the past 8 months, Josh's situation has been entirely a league matter.
Yes, sir.
What do you feel about that? Keep in mind, this is like his fifth reinstatement.
His fourth
reinstatement. So what do you think about that, So
from what I've looked at, for what I've seen from him, he's only been suspended for what we know of.
Yeah.
For smoking weed,
mm-hmm.
doing lean one time,
yeah.
and then he said other drugs, but I'm not sure what the other ones were.
Mm-hmm.
So also what I've been seeing is, like, for the league, since a lot of states are legalizing marijuana,
yeah,
and that is a form of a stress relief for NFL, for players, for
mm-hmm.
for a lot of people. I think they're going to start decreasing those and not even fine players for doing that.
I can see that.
So I applaud the NFL for allowing reinstating him.
Yeah, because
that's all he's been doing. He didn't do anything strenuous.
For sure.
I think to regards the type of action that you do should dictate your, what happens.
Your punishment.
Your punishment. Exactly.
For sure.
So I think it's great. I hope Josh Gordon, he's a great talent. I hope he can succeed in the NFL, and I hope Bill Belichick can get him. If anybody can get him right,
yeah,
it's the Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick can do it.
I agree. My thing is that Uncle Stephen A. Smith, Uncle Steve,
Stephen A.
He was saying that Bill Belichick might look at him as a LT. Now, I wasn't there. LT was when I was a very, very young youth. Just not getting into football. But from my understanding, LT was dabbling in every single type of drug. I don't know what Josh Gordon is doing, but for Stephen A. to say something as even the retrospect of Josh Gordon and LT being in the same category, I have to believe that there's something harder than weed. But there hasn't been anything going out. And that's we talked about it, and I said, what else has he been using? Yeah. What other substance? And as far as we know, it's just weed and lean.
Exactly.
So I believe that he does have a habit. I don't know too many people who actually are addicted to weed, but I know some people can form habits of anything. I don't see his play dwindling because he's smoking weed or eating edibles or whatever. And as you said, it is becoming legal, and it is a form of stress, and it does help people cope with muscle aches and tears and all that. So I don't see a big deal depending on this situation here, but as time goes on, I think this stronghold on weed marijuana. I think the stronghold on marijuana will then be relaxed.
I hope so, because these players, they take a great punishment every year, especially the wide receiver. You go across the middle, you get battered and bruised. So they need something. I mean, if it's just marijuana, like you said, that's not really a hard substance. So if that's what they want to take or can take to help them relax.
For sure,
I don't see an issue with it.
How many chances do you think? I don't want to put this solely on Josh's shoulders, but how many chances do you think a person with substance abuse should get?
So, I think it depends on the substance.
Yeah.
Because if it's a well, this is a PED, you know, physical enhancement thing, then you know they still cracking down on
for sure.
It. So that's a form of, you know, seeing, you know, whether it's steroids or anything like that. I think they should crack down on that. But so for something that's going to help with an injury such as weed, which is getting legalized across the United States,
for sure.
I don't think you should. I honestly think they're going the right way and hopefully not going to punish these players by trying to do something like that. I don't see an issue with it, and therefore I don't think there should be a big consequence or any reprimands for them doing something like that.
For sure. I 100% agree with you. You won't hear any debates coming from this way.
Smoke it up.
I think that it should be legal. Well, some strands should be legal. I don't see a problem with it. Like I said, I don't know anyone who has actually been addicted to weed. I know some people who like the feeling and enjoy the feeling.
Yeah.
But I think everyone that we know who smokes can stop.
Oh, absolutely.
And they have stopped either for a job or
exactly.
because they had kids or something.
Right.
So I don't know anyone who has been addicted to weed. But like I said, Stephen A. might have a total retrospect of what we have.
I'm sure he does. Sure.
So Big Rich.
Big Rich Eisen, huh?
Rich Eisen and Le'Veon Bell have chimed in on AB's helmet. If you don't mind, I'm gonna
go ahead. Go ahead with this one. Lead it. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with one of our other uncles, Big Shay, Uncle Shay. I totally agree with Shannon Sharp, man. This is taking too much away from the Steelers. I mean, from the Raiders. And if the Steelers could say, okay, we're going to send AB back, they would. They would trade him back to the Steelers in a heartbeat, because this is taken away from their organization, and they're supposed to be on an upswing. And that's along with the stuff that they're getting from their new head coach and their offensive coordinator and who's going to be the quarterback and all these other personalities. And there's so much story behind this. And I know Hard Knocks is having a field day that they can't even show us everything.
I was going to say, they don't even want to put everything out. Right. That's how big of a situation it is, man.
I know that they're having a field day, and I think he dressed to go to Green Bay.
He dressed. He dressed, so he's not going to play.
Uncle Shannon, he hit the nail on the head. They should have done what they were talking about doing, being all in sooner. AB is bringing too much publicity, and this money has made him turn for the worse.
Thank you for saying that. So I totally agree with Rich. AB, go back to the player you was when you was at Central Michigan. You didn't have all this money when you were striving to get a roster spot,
and you walked on.
This game, and like he said, to take a big contract from Mike Wallace, who's one of the fastest NFL players I've seen
in a long time.
Exactly. So you need to refine that, and for your former teammate who you were cool with, obviously Le'Veon, to say he did the same thing because of the rules. He switched helmets. And
and he did it the year before.
Exactly. Yeah. The rules are rules. Like you gotta follow them, or you gonna, like Le'Veon can tell AB, you're gonna lose out on some money. So yeah, AB, I agree with Rich and I agree with Le'Veon, man. I think you taking away, and to your point, I think he's taking away from what the Raiders organization is trying to build, because they're gonna move to Vegas. You're taking away that whole aspect of the upcoming. So just get back to playing football, man. Get back to what made you great.
Question that I haven't asked anyone because I wanted to ask here.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Perfect spot for it.
Well, when Antonio Brown, when AB was in Pittsburgh, and Juju came on the scene, Antonio was playing, and you didn't hear him talk as much until he was in the final years of his contract, and then he wanted to force out because he knew Juju was coming on. If the Raiders had a primary number one receiver, or even a stud number two,
you talking about prior to the Cooper trade? Or
no, after. If they acquired AB, and they still had a solid number two, would AB be this vocal?
Who? Do you know who the number 2 is right now?
I don't know, but that's the point.
Last I heard it was Martavius.
Because
I think so because he knows they have to throw him the rock.
Mm-hmm.
They have to. He's the man he's the focal point in that office right now.
Yeah.
So like you said, if they had a player caliber of Juju, that could step up and take his spot,
easy. Do you think he'll be talking and
no? Because you know he's gonna lose his spot.
That's what I was thinking. I wanted to ask you because I.
But it is AB. It is AB now. It's not the old.
It's not the
old AB that first came. So it's the AB now that was on The Masked Singer. Like he's looking for that. He's looking for that fame. That's what he's looking for.
But the thing is that when Juju started coming out of his shell and being the solid number 2, AB knew that he had to fight for his position, and he got a decent contract from Pittsburgh. I think that contract was a nice contract, but he knew that Juju was coming to his own, and if they had that in Oakland to make AB shut up and play, I don't think we would be hearing this.
But that's what kind of boggles me. We could go right after you put your point in. This man was putting him on the commercials too.
Yeah.
So he was on the Papa John's.
Yep.
So I don't understand why he would feel. Why he would feel. I understand why he would feel threatened, but I don't understand why he would put all this commotion just to get traded, get all this extra attention.
Yeah. I think what Shannon Sharp said, money will change you. Well, it won't change you. It will make you the person who you are.
I'll tell you what, I'm not taking a shot. If I was offered $30 million, I'd take it.
Yeah. I still got hands. Give me the rock, Shaw. Throw it up here. Ah! I still got my hands. Best hands in Cincinnati, dog. Since AJ hurt.
Oh,
Best hands in Cincinnati since AJ hurt. I said it. So,
we covered some West Town, please. So let's shout out Cincinnati real quick. So the Reds player, I'm sorry if I butcher your name, Mr. Aquino.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Aquino. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I am, but it seems to be one of the only bright situations that happened from the Puig trade. I wish they could play together.
Oh
Cincinnati,
man,
that'd be
awesome.
so dynamic. But for what he put together, 11 home runs in 17 games.
17, yeah.
I believe is what the stat was. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And hopefully the Reds can lock this man up.
I think we should.
If he stays on a good trend. It's baseball. Of course, he's going to cool down at some point. But right now, he's just showing talent. I'm hoping the Reds do right and
lock him in.
I
hope the Reds do right and get rid of Votto.
Just had to sneak that in there.
I had to. So, this is the 3rd week of the NFL.
Preseason, get all the starters. It's when you see with all the starters, man.
What are you expecting?
So the one thing I'm looking forward to seeing, just staying with the hometown thing, I want to see more Ryan Finley. I want to see him keep pushing, dog, because last week he showed out against Washington. We caught a brief glimpse. We're coming on after the game is on.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton had a pretty nice series, pretty nice start at the half.
Yeah. 10-10 at the half, wasn't it?
10-10, threw a touchdown. I think it was 11 for 14 at the half. But now I want to see Ryan Finley come in, and I want to see him keep putting pressure on, though. Because, this is a make-or-break season, and, hopefully, sorry, but I had your back, but hopefully it's a break season. I think we need to, go for the rebuild for sure, but put some pressure on him, man. He hasn't had this pressure before. Driscoll wasn't it.
Josh wasn't it.
No, and obviously they didn't believe enough in McCarron to say he was it. So, Finley, this your time, baby.
I agree. I'm definitely looking for our hometown heroes to come bring something home. At least have a decent season. I know we went over our
I'm still
record.
sticking with it 5-11.
I'm sticking with it, but I want it to be a good 5 games.
I want some signs of progression in those 5s.
That's what I want. I mean, I know in the past, whoever is watching this knows how hard I've been on the Red Rocket.
You put the Jordan meme in the Bengal helmet.
Man,
did that. He does the producer.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it
Don't
again.
do it again. Don't do it again.
I'm telling, man. I just
don't do it again.
I really want them to win, man. And I'm just.
I think we all do, man.
I just get so disappointed because it was one time we got a couple season tickets, and I'm out there in the cold, and I'm just cheering them on. And I think that's the reason that the Brown family doesn't care, is because they know that the season tickets are going to be sold. And no matter what, the Bengals are going to be the hometown franchise. So, man, honestly, I'm not buying a Bengals ticket until they make it to the playoffs 2 years in a row.
I almost bought tickets tonight, but I remember we had to record, so I was just like, somebody was selling them for cheap, man. I almost went for it.
So, stepping back out of the NFL to the NBA, Gilbert Arenas.
Ooh, Agent Zero.
And I love Gilbert.
Hibachi mentality.
I love Gilbert, but he went in on Booker complaining about double team during the open gym.
Yes.
And we talked about it.
Yes.
You mind telling the people how you felt?
Not at all, and I'll keep this short because I had about a 3-hour discussion with a couple of our friends, a couple of our viewers about this, and they agree with Booker, and I can see that, and I understand that point. But the point that I'm trying to get across was that Booker, you're in a pickup game. Now I do realize with this new age of NBA, the pickup game is a place for you to work on your craft, even if it is against the opponent.
Right.
But now you're calling your opponent your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in the old school, that wasn't the case. No. You want to show what you have, because that's your opponent. So that's what I'm saying. It's a pickup game. Booker was obviously the most dominant player on the court at that time. When you're talking about Joakim Noah, Tony Snell, and whoever was guarding Booker at the time was getting torched. Like, if I was him, I'd be like, yo, like, y'all need to help your man. Come with the double team. I'm going to break it. It don't matter. Or I'm going to shoot. Yeah. What does it matter? It's a pickup game.
Right.
So, and if you watch the video, he was in that corner for a little bit, so he could have got out of it. But, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, Book. But, I mean, I guess I have an old school heart where I'm going to come at you if I know I'm the best player on the court.
Right.
And I'm going to challenge. Noah was the one who made them comments. You can get out here and guard me then since you're getting torched.
That's how I was looking at it. I would have, if I was Devin and Noah, above all people, was saying, "Oh, we gonna double team you," then I'm going in Noah's face and I'm putting it in his mouth. I'm going hard.
Right.
But that's just street ball mentality. That's pickup game mentality. And I agree with Devin, but we don't know how many points Devin scored on Old Boy. We don't. And he was probably the only athletic one to guard Booker. And you were saying Booker's the most double-teamed player out on the perimeter.
Out on the perimeter. So that's what Booker, because he was like, I get double-teamed all season. I'm not trying to come to pick a game. Yeah. Get double-teamed here as well.
Yeah. Like, I get double-teamed that. Like, I see where he's coming from.
That's why I said I can see it.
But I also see where if we trying to get this W, especially because normally pickup games, money involved. So money involved, I'm going to double team you. But if not, I'm totally on Booker's side, and I'm going at Noah's mouth because I don't even know when the last time Noah actually came outside on that perimeter to guard anybody. So
and I don't want that, but I mean, my bad for cutting you off. But that could be the highlight of their career at the current point. Like, we just beat Book in his game in the pickup game. For sure.
And I totally get the confidence that would give you, as well as the bragging rights, but I am on side of Booker because we don't know the full extent. We just think it's a pickup game. If there's cash involved, okay, Noah, you got it. If it's whatever, if it's more than just bragging rights, Noah, you got it. But if it's just bragging rights, Noah, you coming out here and you getting this work. So
and just to put a couple more points. So what I was also saying, like, so basketball should be a team sport, right? So when you come back to your team and you know, like, say they're playing the Rockets.
Yeah.
Harden's out there. He was playing with Booker in the summer league or whatever. You can see what he's doing in the pickup games. I don't think Harden or anybody else that's playing with him would go out there and be like, "Yo, look out for this move," which he should be doing. And to me, that's skeptical your teammate.
Yeah.
And also, so Booker is going to embarrass your teammate. And you're just like, man, I saw that move earlier, but I just didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
And another thing is that no matter what kind of move you develop, you always are going to have your go-to move.
For sure.
Your go-to move. We know what's coming.
Yeah.
We know how hard they're going to do his Euro step back travel move, or when Curry going to shoot the three, or Kobe going to shoot the fade, or Russell go to the corner spot up.
Yeah.
You know it's coming, but like Kobe said, can you
stop it? Yeah.
And that's the
you
thing.
Against me, can you stop what I'm doing? You know what I'm going to do, just stop it.
Just stop
and that's one thing, I know we need to move on, but when LeBron, I forgot what show we were watching, but when we were at Uncle Paul's house, and LeBron and Kobe, they were talking about how they were on Team USA, and LeBron was like, "Oh, Kobe, I know when you're trying to get ISO, when you're trying to go to the hole, I see it. You."
Right.
And Kobe said, "You know it. Try to stop it.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm gonna do. When you see that, try to stop it." And they couldn't. Everybody knew when Kobe was trying to get ISO. We would see it in the corner. Ever since that video came out, we would see it in the corner. Oh, Kobe trying to get ISO, and no one stopped it.
Just to put one more icing on the cake for Chad putting on Gilbert. I know you were Devin on this one, but when they played in the All-Star game against each other, I don't know which All-Star game, but it was LeBron and Kobe. They were going ISO against one-on-one. LeBron either passed out of it or he switched off, and Kobe was like, "Why you ain't get grab?"
Yeah.
It's a pickup. So to me, the All-Star game is basically a pickup game because there's no defense being played for sure. So that was the time for him to go at him. So to me, that's the same thing. Go at him.
Yeah.
Go at him. It's double. Go at him.
And you know, this is the last thing. The funniest thing is that Gilbert Arenas did this. When Gilbert Arenas, I don't know if you've seen it, but it was Jefferson, Swaggy P, Gilbert Arenas, and somebody else. They did a whole interview. And Gilbert Arenas, they were talking about how Gilbert did his NBA tryouts, like the NBA combine or whatever. I don't know what it's actually called. But this man was running on a treadmill in Chuck Taylors. So if y'all don't know, I know Agent Zero. Like Agent Zero, like I wanted to mimic his game because I thought he was underrated. But when he came into the league, I thought he was underrated and he worked for everything he got. But once he got everything he got, he became an asshole, and that's when I stopped liking him. So Gilbert Arenas, above all people talking about you should not, it's okay to double team in the pickup game, when you broke all the damn rules and you had no filter, and it shocked me that above all people Gilbert said this. But
hibachi mentality, man.
That's
hibachi.
So let's go on to pop culture, which is my favorite take. I love sports, but pop culture is what get me through the day. Kuz.
Oh my lord.
What
was he? What did he have on?
He made Twitter dumbfounded, and I don't mean the rapper. This man stepped out in something that I have never seen before, and I think he was dead serious with the Men in Black glasses.
I think Riley had that on in Boondocks one episode, right? It was similar. Man. It was one of the Thugnificent joints.
It shocked me, and he thought he was balling.
Hey, the other NBA players came out.
Yeah, it was heavy.
Campbell, they were. We need to have an intervention with this.
You know you wrong when Isaiah Thomas come at you.
Oh yeah, I forgot what he said. But
he said, "Aren't you from Detroit or something like that?" I don't know. I don't know where he's from, but when Isaiah Thomas come at you,
something wrong.
Something wrong. Like it.
I mean, I would expect to be flamed. I don't know if that was what he was going for, but I would expect to be flamed if I came out.
For sure.
I would expect y'all to flame me.
And it's hot as hell. What is it? I don't know where he at unless he. It's hot.
I don't know.
We just got back
saw it and I was just like, you gotta see this.
It's hot. You showed me. I'm just like, man, what? And he was dead. He was dead serious.
He was serious with it.
Legs spread and everything.
Straight pose. Straight pose, man. Kuz, I love
Kuz, man.
Good G, man, but not with that.
You need a fashion. What they call it? Fashionista or fashionista. You need somebody. You need
something.
You need something on your side, bro. You should not dress yourself.
No.
So another thing that pops in pop culture, the Sony and Marvel split.
Oh, that broke my heart, man.
So I don't know if you. I'm pretty sure you looked into it because you told me about it, but
that hurts my heart.
When it broke, first thing I was looking for was Stan Lee's daughter to say something.
Did you see what they reported?
Man,
that's scary.
Yeah, because
that's scary. So if y'all don't know, when Stan Lee passed away,
mm-hmm.
Disney nor Marvel reached out to his offer daughter. Condolences. So if y'all, I mean, you don't even have to know about comics to know what Stan Lee did.
Yeah, for the comic book,
exactly.
Culture, and it kind of put things in retrospect because what his daughter said kind of makes sense if they didn't reach out because they capitalized on Marvel so much. And I don't know if Stan Lee was okay with it, but I know for a fact that if you're going to make his work and his legend a commodity, you need to stay true to it.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why Stan Lee sold the rights to Spider-Man, because Spider-Man, I believe, if I remember right, Spider-Man was Stan Lee's go-to character.
I believe so.
If I'm remembering right. And I think that's why he didn't have a problem selling it to Sony, because Sony was the only picture. I mean, yes, their casting sucked, and sometimes their production sucked, but they stayed true to the comic.
Absolutely.
And Stan Lee's daughter was like, listen, there should be no one person telling this story. So if Marvel because Disney bought Marvel doesn't mean that they have rights to all their character. My dad wanted all this stuff to be told from different aspects.
Right.
And I think that's genius because I hate Sony's writing sometimes, but in their casting, but they try to stay as true to the story. Now this new Spider-Man that Sony cast from Tom Holland, that was dope. I love that. They finally got it right.
It's been great.
Yeah. And I don't know why Marvel didn't want to stay with the current contract. I mean, they were getting, 5% or something like that?
That's what it was. They wanted to get a 50-50 split.
And that would have been, I don't think that would have...
You could get greedy, man.
Yeah. I mean, even Venom was okay, but I love what Sony was doing with the Spider-Man.
Into the Spider-Verse.
That was dope.
My kids watched that. That's one of the cartoons that they watch that I can stand, I can stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that brings a question. I mean, I'm not a big comic book head. Mm-hmm. It was you or some of our other viewers. Shout out to Pill Smith because I know he's going to chime in on this. Can the MCU universe, with all they got going on, I mean, can they take this hit without Spidey? Like, can they keep progressing without him?
It depends. Because they can only if they play off that. Have you seen Far From Home yet?
Unfortunately, I have not. I haven't had a chance yet.
Okay, so I'm going to give spoiler alert. So, in Far From Home, when Mysterio was talking about he's from a different universe, mm-hmm. and then Peter Parker was like, "Oh man, that's a different universe," and he was chiming in. I mean, it's a joke in the movie, but when Peter Parker was branching out, like, "Oh man, am I in a different universe? Is there another me?" and blah, like. They can play off of that because that was still under the Marvel umbrella. However, will they? That's the only way that they can go into a different universe where Spider-Man doesn't exist. Because as some of you comic head books know, like myself, there are different scenarios where Spider-Man isn't Spider-Man.
Sure.
So I don't know. They can. Will they? Will it make sense? I don't know.
I just hope they don't, because like you said, they finally got it right with Tom Holland being cast. I just hope they don't go back and make another spoof like they do with all the Hulk movies. Yeah. They can't ever get it right.
Yeah.
So
I can go into the Hulk all day. I don't want to. So Sovi, we got some questions, man.
Questions?
Yes, just some questions. A lot of people are asking, how did we get started?
How did we get started? You talking about how me and you got started?
Yes.
Shoot, it goes back to
Come
high school.
on, man. What? How the show got started?
Oh, how the show got started. That's what I was wondering. Like, hey, so how the show got started?
How Mix It Up got started?
So how Mix It Up got started. So originally this came about between. I think we've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do a discussion show with my friends, primarily in the sports world, and kind of voice our opinions out there and get everybody's feedback. So I was talking with shout out to Remy one day. We talked about this. We brought you on. We all talked about it, and we just said, "Hey, let's just give it a shot, right?
Right.
Let's put our own spin on it, though. Let's put originality on it." So the concept was, we're all husbands of different ethnicities that are also fathers. So what do husbands, fathers talk about when we break away from home? Which the majority, is sports. We talk about what's going on, what's trending right now.
Correct.
Put our takes on it.
Right.
So that was the whole scenario. So we actually shot with us three. Unfortunately, I believe due to you storing data that got
deleted.
Lost.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah.
So that one's not put up there. But shout out to Remy. Unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts and things like that, we had to move forward for a little bit. It went on with Just, and kind of took off from there.
Right.
Kind of learned as we go, because like I said, we had no idea what all went on to us as far as equipment, how to talk, how to get our voices right.
And we're still practicing. We're still practicing.
I think from when we go back and go look at it.
Oh, for sure.
Like our settings have changed.
Yeah.
From being in, the attic to the house, to down here in the studio in the basement. That made a big difference.
Yeah.
So it would be fun to see the progression when you show it of us, transitioning from where we started to now. That's why I think, this being episode 10, this is a big milestone for us.
Right.
Because I think with all the changes that happened, there was a question of, like, how we going to go forward? What we going to do? When we came up with the agreement, let's put this new spin on it.
Right.
Let's take the original idea we had. Obviously we got to scrap it with the ethnicities.
Right.
But we're going to still keep it from the father-husband aspect of us. And we're going to bring guests on that have certain crafts, but also have similar views as us. Not views, but understand the topics that we put on with sports and everything like that. Put on God Talk. God Talk, pop culture, urban culture, things like that. That's what we've been doing. For sure. I think it's been great. Yeah. I love it.
I love it. I love talking to you guys. Obviously, you guys love hearing our voice because we're still here. And we're like 60 plus viewers.
We're at 70.
70.
On IG.
On IG. I think we're at
64, 65 on Facebook.
Yep.
We started at zero subscribers to having 13.
Yeah, on YouTube. And please make sure you check us out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Mix space it up.513. So you just talked about recap. Any show you want to recap right away?
Man, so the one with our boy Jordan, Flexecution,
yes.
Hey, it's so funny because some people they don't appeal to the camera.
Yeah.
So Flex, I'm putting my bad, Jordan. I'm gonna put you out there.
Yes, you do, Jordan.
Yes, I do. You're right, I do. But man, to see his progression through the show, because I think he was a little bit nervous at first, but to see him get comfortable, like talking to us, discussing topics that he's comfortable with, I thought that was so cool, man. Because
if you notice when he first, you guys will notice, we'll put it up on our TV. But if you notice that he did start to relax.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I did notice that.
But then you get the different personalities with J Hag, who was ready to come on. Obviously he did this, with being marketing for his car dealerships. Dylan, who we just had on last week. Dylan, you blew my mind with how much.
Well, hold on, wait. Let's get the people Flexecution's first interview, our interview with Flexecution. So here's our interview with Flexecution. With basketball, but we're gonna go back to high school basketball. The athleticism that we're seeing today is out of this world. I mean, they're doing things now that college players couldn't even do 5 years ago.
That NBA players can't.
I mean, if you think about it, when we were growing up, we had high school talent, but it was not as supreme, as ridiculous as it is now. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, we were talking earlier about O.J. Mayo. O.J. Mayo was a top recruit. he went to the NBA and he tarnished his name and his rep, and his game kind of declined with that as well. But O.J. Mayo was the supreme from when we grew up.
From when we grew up, right?
But now it's just like the talent is through the roof. What is y'all, Shaw, what's your take on that?
I mean, you got like Bronny James, Zaire Wade, Mikey Williams, cats like this that are just incoming freshmen in high schools or about to depart, and they're already getting all these accolades, prospects, things like that. So this is something that we ain't never seen before. Not only that, but I'm about to give them a plug. That Ball is Life. Some of the videos, the dunk contest videos, the dunks that these young cats are showing. Where did y'all get those springs from? Please tell me. I need to get my Spud Web game up. I can't even jump on a Fisher Price. Wow. You hear me? So I'm just saying, like, I need to learn. I need to get my son up there. Like, you know, like this is absolutely insane, bro. Like, but yeah, you got the athleticism nowadays unmatched. Not just athleticism, but the skills.
Yeah.
The skills. Oh my God, these young cats, like, they coming. They're coming.
I seen on Ball is Life. Like you said, besides the dunking and the shooting, the dribbling and the handles are crazy. I mean, the best dribbler that I knew growing up that could actually do it without carrying the ball was AI, right? I mean, we're not talking about the N1 mixtapes. We're talking about just dribbling. AI and Sham God. Okay. Those are the only ones that could carry the rock without like actually carrying. They could do something with the rock. Crazy, right? Gotcha. But these high schoolers are doing stuff I've never seen Sham God do, never seen AI do, never seen Curry do, never seen Kyrie do. It's just like, how?
I think it's because now you got all these players more so now than back then that want to help out the young.
Okay,
that's a good point, bro.
And social media, that's plays a big factor. I feel like because you got, like you said, you got Kyrie, what's dude from Portland, Brandon Roy. You got all these players that can play now, used to be able to play, but they're all giving back. Either it's through social media or going to different high schools more now than it used to be back in the day. Back in the day, you had to watch them on TV. If you couldn't pick up what they were doing,
that's true.
You kind of just out of luck.
That is true.
But then I think, you know, you get into somebody like Zay Ag, who was fluid because he does marketing for his car dealerships, and you know, just check it out here.
Yeah, check Jay out. So let's go ahead to the NFL since the season is almost upon us.
Let's go.
And OBJ, who's always in the news, he's in it again, and I can't knock you for trying. You always got to think that you're the best, but he wants to go ahead and break the GOAT's record, Jerry Rice, of yards.
OBJ, dude?
OBJ.
I'm sorry for touching you, but
OBJ.
He wants to track down the GOAT.
He wants to be on par with the GOAT. 22, almost 23. I think it's 22-9.
Is it close to 23,000 yards?
Yeah, I think it's 22-9.
Okay.
And just Jerry leads in almost every statistical category
besides yards per catch, and that goes
Moss Man got it.
Yes.
And then we go on to Dylan, who we just had on last week.
Yeah.
Who you surprised me, bro.
Oh, man.
Like, we had a great discussion, man.
Yeah.
Like, that was my first time having a discussion with you, so I honestly didn't know what to expect.
Right.
But you know, I mean, look at him.
Yeah,
man.
check Dylan out. So Shaw's favorite subject is now here.
Let's go.
So, you want to introduce that one too?
Absolutely. Dylan, let me ask you.
All right.
You ever heard of a hall pass?
A hall pass?
Yeah.
I mean,
not at school.
Not school.
Not school.
Is it one of those stupid hall passes that's like, nah, it shouldn't be a hall pass?
No. No. So I think you're gonna like this.
Okay.
So I know you said not in a relationship right now. So let's say you're in a relationship and you just like, hey, I see somebody, I need to get, babe, can I get consent to go do something?
I've got
so a hall pass, okay. I ain't the only one that light up. So hall pass is consent by a significant other to go have relations with somebody else. So Dylan, let me ask you, who would be your hall pass?
Oh, is this where we going with this? Okay. I had to get two genres. Like for me to go, like if I had to ask, hey man, can I approve of this?
Yeah, you approve it. You write it down and everything.
She got to be famous. She got to be bad. She got to be like my girl. Oh, well, he cheated on me with her, so so I think I mean, if Rihanna done walk through.
We had somebody take 2 last week, so you can go with 2.
Yeah, you can go with 2.
Oh, I'm definitely going with 2. I have to throw a little old lady crush. It'd either be Rihanna or Lupita.
Ooh, okay.
Then I had to throw a little old lady crush in there. I don't know what it is. I think since Kenya, I've been having a thing for older women. I don't know what it is.
That's the second time you said her name. Kenya, we gonna tag your ass in there. Kenya, you getting a tag.
You
baby.
can tag her in that. Maybe Thandie Newton?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Thandie.
Got you. Huh.
Yeah, I'm with you with Lupita, though.
So, what I was thinking of, so I had this conversation with this girl I met recently, right? Wow, real nice girl. She's like into like politics. She's in like city council in St. Louis, and she's probably gonna be running for office or something like that. Real seems pretty down to earth, right? So she's like expressing to me like how interested she is in me. I'm like, cool. And she threw me off with this one thing. She was like, oh, I'm polyamorous. I'm like, for real? Like, this is becoming a thing now. This is this is becoming a thing. That's what I said. That's what I said. So I was taking it back like, you're what?
Damn.
I try to play it cool, like, oh, word. But in my head, I'm like, what? You're what? Like, no, we can't be together. No. So I'm like, let me just see where it goes. It's not that I'm gonna do it, but I just want to see where her head is. Like, let's see what let me entertain her for like a couple days and see what she's really thinking about. Like, so I came to the conclusion that she's full of shit. She just she just kind of wants to have her cake and eat it too. Like, because she told me a couple of relationships she had been in the past, and it was always she told them up front, like, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna do. And both times they both like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then she go off and do it, and then they're like hurt, thinking she wasn't really gonna do it. And then they're like, okay, well, maybe I should try it. And she's like, no, you're not. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Like, if you're polyamorous, it's free on both sides. Like, you can't.
So she's just selfish.
Exactly. Like,
why haven't I heard about this shit?
It's kind. I mean, it's always been around, but now it's kind of a thing. Like, you never really hear a guy saying that because like we're just kind of built like that anyway until we decide like I just want this woman. Like, but women kind of seem to do it as like a way to give themselves a label so nobody can call them a hoe or anything like that. Like, long story short, I was like, nah, because I don't share.
So, Jamar, it would be your whole pass, man.
So I am going to the gram for mine, and it is this young lady. I hope I saying her last name right. It's Alex Kaufman. Kaufman. Okay. I think it's Mann. She is a yoga instructor. Beautiful.
Really?
Like, I'm not. Her body is beautiful, but she has a beautiful. Her face is. Her body is beautiful, but she has just a beautiful opening smile. Like, that's what drew me to her. I don't know though. You asked me too many questions.
She's polydextrous.
Sean, who's your fault?
Wait.
I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, so
keep going.
I'm done. I don't want to say.
People want to know.
So she is a where was I? Yoga instructor. So I forgot how I was what attracted me to her page. I don't know if it was like a search thing, and you know how it says people you should know. And I just seen her smile and it lit up, and I'm just like, oh shit, like, come here, beautiful. And she has just like these beautiful eyes, and I was just like, damn. And then I went to her page and I seen her like in a bikini, and I'm just like, oh, we. And then I found out, like, reading her profile, that she's a yoga instructor. I don't remember. I think she's from the islands, I think. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, and she has short, I believe she has short blonde hair. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, damn, okay, shorty. I mean, but Alex Koofman.
I can't wait to see this.
I'm hoping.
You got tag.
I want to put a full body picture up, but I will put both pictures up. I'll put the smiley picture and then I'll put the full body picture up. So to
throw you for more. So I just thought of mine. Mine was not, premeditated. I just thought about this. I'm probably gonna be like, how the hell? So I was going off of your science stuff. Mm. I was just thinking about it. You was naming the guys and stuff, and I was like, man, who is like my younger days crush that I would want to go back there now? So I just thought about it.
High school or like a celebrity crush?
So this is a fictional character.
Oh, okay.
But I think this is younger, but I remember, man, I used to want to smash Xena. It's gotta be Xena.
Of course. Xena, the warrior princess.
Y'all tripping. Xena's not even attractive.
You crazy. What?
She ain't had no butt.
She didn't need it. That was before these years.
Do that.
Oh, the bangs didn't distract y'all? Y'all tripping. No. Alright.
And then, just a shout out to more people. That Piff Smith was our first special guest.
Our very, very first special guest. And we were up in Justin's room with that.
Yeah.
And that's when we had that table.
Oh, the table, bro. That's when I kept smacking
the table. Yeah.
Like,
shit,
stop. Boy.
So check out Pitt Smith. It's now time for Justin's subject, the United States of crazy laws. Justin, what's the law for today?
What?
The law of the day is, in Maine, you are not allowed to park in front of a Dunkin' Donuts.
What?
You get arrested for that?
Yeah, it's illegal.
For the cops. It's for the cops.
I have yet to dive into the actual subject. I think it's kind of ridiculous. But that's the crazy law of the day. I hope you don't go to Maine and park in front of Dunkin' Donuts.
You can legit get arrested, not just a ticket. Like, you get arrested?
It's illegal, so whatever that means, a ticket or arrested. I would
they probably arrest you in Maine. They ain't got shit else to do.
It's probably a ticket. That would be my assumption. But, yeah, I mean, you could get hauled away. You don't know. It's a crazy law, so.
This is who we had on talking about sports.
And it wasn't just personality, it was just like passion for it.
Absolutely.
And you can tell that he is a journalist at heart.
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely. 100%.
And he I think that was our longest show.
I believe you're right.
It's either him or Dylan.
Him and Dylan.
But his passion came out, and I didn't know he was so passionate until we started talking about the All-Star list.
To me, it was about when he was describing Dan Hoare's work ethic and his.
Yeah.
When he would meet these, other personalities, other broadcasters that he learns from.
Yeah.
Just to see what he was taking from them.
For sure.
And adding it to his own show, Don't Question Yourself, on iHeartRadio. It's just amazing to see what he was doing.
Yeah, for sure. Check out Mario right now.
So what you're looking at is completely unscripted, free-form, top of the dome. Basically, what is catching your attention at the moment? Could be a sports topic, could be something going on in the world, could be something going on in the gaming industry. Anything like that that's currently catching your attention that you're looking at right now and viewing. So Mario, with you being a guest, a special guest, I'm going to give you the honor and privilege to please tell me what you looking at.
Right now, I'm looking at the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's a lot going on up in Cleveland. My thing is, can they live up to the hype? Somebody on Twitter.
What's the question?
He said that Baker Mayfield is going to win MVP this year.
Oh, that's bold.
Now,
that's a stretch.
It's
bold.
The one thing I can say is it's very easy to see a lot of players, especially in their second year, decline after having a pretty good first year. And it's only a few quarterbacks that I've ever seen not have a sophomore slump. The last one was Andrew Luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I think Baker Mayfield is that caliber of talent? No. I don't think he should have been drafted first overall.
Absolutely not.
I think Josh Rosen is a better quarterback if we're talking about like from an actual like player standpoint. Now, is the situation better for Baker? Yeah.
Well, for sure.
But
do they have a line up there? Offensive line? I haven't checked that out.
It's decent.
Yeah, okay.
But one of the guards retired.
Well, Baker can scramble out.
Yeah, Baker can scramble. He can scramble out, but this is the thing. When right now there's no games played.
Right.
500. No wins, no losses. Everything is good. But what happens when they face a little adversity? We know Odell Beckham is a great talent, but he doesn't do well when seeing adversity.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is good, but when he sees adversity, he's a little bit too outspoken. Mm-hmm. So what happens if he says something about Odell? He just said he's not afraid to call out his premier receivers, but we seen this show before.
Mm-hmm. So my guy Zamar Lee, what you looking at?
I'm looking at two things, and I'm gonna try to keep it short. I'm looking at the Simone Biles. I don't think I pronounced it, Biles.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her taking that stand, which is a beautiful stance, just to keep standing up for what you think is right. I'm happy that people are supporting you. I'm happy that the industry itself is supporting you. She's taking a stand on this Team USA and how she's uncomfortable going in there with the issue that they had. I love you. I support you. I'm behind you. And I'm also looking at the reflection of America in the wake of the two shootings. I'm scared. I'm at a place where I'm scared for my children.
Likewise.
I'm not scared for me, but I'm scared for them moving forward. I hate to put fear out there because I know fear and doubt is a virus that even a little drop can spread to so many. But I just want to. I'm looking at the reflection of America in the wake of that. So I hope everyone's okay. I hope Dayton and El Paso, is that right?
Yeah.
El Paso is growing and moving forward, and a rose can blossom anywhere. Just stay with it. I wish you the best. My condolences. I know it doesn't go far nowadays because it happens so often, but from one person to another, brothers and sisters, I love you. I wish this upon no one, but this is trying times, and maybe this is what needs to happen so us as a culture can move forward. But I'm hurt that it has to happen. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at. Sophie,
so
what you looking at?
So what I'm looking at, a little bit on a lighter note, the world of gaming.
Oh yeah.
As kids, and even to this day, is we're taught gaming can corrupt your mind. Kind of, it's one of the debates now. What's going on? But not only that, but people say gaming is a waste of time. I beg to differ nowadays. We just witnessed the uprising of gaming, esports, gaming. 16-year-old kids is what, $3 million playing Fortnite. So
I'm rethinking that to a degree.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, so now I'm just looking back at it, man, like, because I'm an avid Madden player now. Mm-hmm. I do it. I'm good at it. I mean, come at me if you want to on the game. Soviet Great 513 on PS and that way. But if I was to stay at it, how good could I have been? I could be getting in these competitions and making not only myself money, but my family, supporting this, supporting everything else. So I think we really need to take a little step back and assess on how we need to push the future generations as well as ourselves when we look at this gaming thing. If we're just playing it as a leisure, if this is going to be something that we can build towards as a business. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Get you a Twitch. Get a Twitch.
And that's what I'm actually looking into. I'm glad you said it. So coming soon, because I got my guy on.
Yeah.
That might be coming soon.
I must say, and I don't give kudos to a lot of people, but Sovi is one of the people that have beat me when I was great at Madden, Sylvie blew me out, and I was so high. Like, it's only been a couple people that have beat me, and I used to be a Madden player. Like, put the money up, and Sylvie blew me out. And check him out, Sylvie the Great 513 on PS Network.
Network.
And I don't play anymore, but
I'm about to play one.
I wouldn't play Sylvie because he blew me out. And I used to play for money, and Sylvie, you can have that. I'm not playing Sylvie.
Appreciate that.
Somebody play him, and if you beat him,
let's go.
I'm putting the money on you.
Get on the sticks.
Because I need my money back. Sylvie blew me out in high school.
So I'm going to play him. I'm going to play him for you.
Got it.
Sylvie blew me out in high school, and I ain't want to play him ever since. So he 21 skunked me. And I used to play Madden, but Sylvie, and you beat me in 2K.
I have to get my game up on 2K, but man,
I wasn't a 2K player, but Sylvie beat me in 2K.
I'm not that good. There's far more better players than me in 2K.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure there are in Madden as well, but that's my niche.
Yeah, Madden.
That's my bread and butter.
I used to play people in high school for Madden for the money, and Sylvie blew me out, and I was just like, man, what the fuck.
That's how I learned. That's how I learned. We'll move on, but I actually lost my driving school money.
Oh wow!
School.
Oh,
so that's what made me look into it. So yeah. Sorry, parents.
So that was Mario. Our last video recap. So before we move on, let's make sure that we show love where love is due, man.
Oh man.
So I personally want to shout out J-Ag for coming on. Thank you so much. CS, thank you for coming on. We love you.
Piff Smith.
J-Ag5, Piff Smith, Flexecution, _Snoopy.
Jordan.
That's Jordan. And then Mario Doremus?
On Twitter.
On Twitter, at Mario Doremus, which is Mario, the last video that we showed on Twitter. Thank you so much for joining us. And Dylan. I forgot about Dylan.
Can't forget about Dylan.
Corey Dylan 2828. Our buddy. Anthony Edwards. Mm-hmm. Yeah, at Corey Dylan 2828 on IG. Thank you so much for coming through. I'm gonna send the rest to Sylvie. Make sure you give him love.
So we basically shout out. So the people that came on also like our supporters from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a huge one for us. So when we just started, this was a guy that we came on, started following us.
Yeah.
Shout out to NFL Top 10
yes,
on that.
Yes, thank you so much, brother.
Showing us love.
Yes.
I showed this guy before. I really admire his work ethic. This is where kind of it started. Remy Rim.
Oh yeah, Remy. Yeah.
This is where we started at. Then follow him.
Yes.
Mike Brown.
Yes.
He keeps showing us love, liking our pages. Mike Brown 513 on IG.
Mm-hmm.
Yaya.
Oh yeah. Kenyatta, thank you so much.
We love you for that.
I'm not gonna forget to call you, Yaya. I gotta call you. She hit my phone telling me to call her.
iPhone Life on IG.
Yes.
Maul.
Yes,
my
J Maul.
brother from high school.
Man.
Love
you, Maul.
He's still supporting me,
yes.
man. I love you, brother. Ohio to Michigan on IG. Our future guest, Gerard.
He's supposed to be here next week.
Next week, man.
Yes.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for you, Rod.
Yes.
Come at it. Gerard Lindsay on IG, and also the guy that put in perspective with the Popeyes.
Oh, yes.
So with all the publicity that Popeyes will give for this chicken sandwich, imagine what you can get if you put that same energy into,
your loved ones.
Exactly. Helping boost what they're doing.
Yes.
So B Brewster, Ben Brewster, B.
Thank you,
Brewster,
B. Thank you, B.
Yes. On IG. We appreciate you, man. And let's shout out other guy, your cousin.
Oh yes, Chaz.
My boy, my brother.
Yes,
from high school.
yes. Chaz, bro.
Love you, bro.
Thank you for liking.
Showing us support, and I know we probably missing some people.
Yes. If we're missing you, please comment. We promise that we will get you in.
I apologize already.
Yes.
I apologize.
So we do love our supporters. We make sure that we read every comment. We comment back. If you have questions, we make sure that we try to get them on the show. NFL Top 10 is the main one who definitely checks in when we go live. We love him. He makes sure that we know that he's a dude, so we don't get the gender crossed over.
Appreciate that, bro.
We definitely show love where love is due, and we love each and every one of you that check us out every week. So, Sylvie.
So we into the segments right now.
To the segments, our staples.
Our staples.
What makes us us.
So here we go. So our newest segment. which came on when we came to the new set.
Mm-hmm.
It's called "What You Looking At."
Yes.
So what that entitles is currently catching out. This is totally freeform, not scripted. It wasn't written down. Neither one of us know what we're gonna say.
Mm.
So, Jamar Lee.
Yes.
What you looking at?
So what I am looking at nowadays is myself. School started for my son and my daughter.
You got some selfies?
No. School started for my son and my daughter. And normally, right when school starts, that's when I kind of distance myself from the social media. Each year I do like a cleanse.
It's great.
It's great. I love it. So I'm trying to find a different outlet because obviously with this going,
same.
I can't take my yearly cleanse. So I'm trying to find a way to look in and get the same perspective that I normally get when I look inward. So I'm doing that as well as trying to find a new idea. Every 2 months I have an idea book. I write down a new idea. So every 2 months I write down an idea either through a crazy ass sketch or word for word of what I want. And I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work. I tested out all my ideas at least once and all of them work. So I have an idea that I want to start putting into aspect. So
can't wait to hear it.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at trying to generate more funds with my ideas. So hopefully one day you'll be calling me Jamar Lee the billionaire.
No, I'll be calling you. Hey, let me get 20.
So that's what I'm looking at.
Popeye sandwich.
Is it nasty? Did you try it?
I don't know. That's what I've been hearing though.
Man,
it's not worth it.
Everybody's been talking about this Popeye's chicken. I was at home making baked fish and rice.
That's what I need to be. That's what I need to be.
So I had some cod and some rice, and everybody was talking about this damn sandwich. So I couldn't stomach it. I put my phone down.
I figure we gotta give you some of that walleye.
Oh yeah, walleye. I never had walleye. I want to find out how to cook that. So.
Let's see, you gotta look it up.
Sobe, what you looking at besides walleye?
So I'm looking at two things. First, it's gonna go real quick. It's something that me and you got into this recently. Game Apex. I didn't think.
Oh yes.
So we're gamers, obviously PS4.
Yeah.
Sobe the Great 513.
And Jamar Lee. Yeah, Jamar Lee. I think
513.
I think it's
513.
Yeah, Jamar Lee _513.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So we've gotten into this game called Apex. And, it's been consuming some of our nightlife.
Yeah.
So right now it's been catching a lot of my attention. Just trying to get in there, trying to still get our first W, but. Yeah. It's awesome just seeing the teamwork, how we got to communicate and everything like that. So that's the first thing. The second one is kind of more deep. I'm big into my Asian.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I'm pro. I do. I promote pro-Asian. Even though I can't speak, I'm not very fluent in Cambodian, but I can understand it. Cambodia's been getting a lot of attention in the news lately.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it, but China's been putting a lot of business into Cambodia.
Yeah.
And that's looking like it's going to cause is it's going to cause a possible blockade for U.S. trades. With China being in Cambodia so much.
Yeah.
Some of those things, and I hit up my father was big in the political scene over there. To try to get a good idea of what's going on, because I really want to know what's going on inside my country now. Especially, my kids, I want to know where they're coming from, what their heritage is. They are half me. At least I suppose so. But sorry, but I cut myself on. I did it to myself. But anyways, with China being so proactive in the Cambodian society, it could cause a possible blockage for trade for the U.S. So I'm still diving more deep into it because I'm still getting all these different views when I'm reading news articles, things like that. One thing I read was in casinos, the casinos that they built there, Cambodians are allowed to work in the casinos, but we can't go in and play in the casino. So it's very. I still need to dive deeper into it, but it's looking looking kind of iffy over there.
I was just about to say maybe we need to invest in something in Cambodia, but stuff like that, I don't know.
That's why, you know, as I get older, like I said, I want to share my heritage with my children, as well as myself, because like I said, I haven't been involved in the community as I should. But while while I'm thinking about while I have the time, and I definitely want to take a look into it, especially with my father being into it as well.
For sure.
So
cool. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
So getting out to our segment from the very beginning.
Yes.
The hall pass, which is, you know, you have consent from your significant other to do with another individual. A lot of times it's a celebrity, sometimes it's a fictional character, sometimes it's a person that's undersized. So we've had those. So we've had different scenarios, and I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny. So tomorrow,
how long you gonna hold it over my head, dog?
I thought it was funny. You threw me for a loop because I thought I was gonna be the first one to throw a loop. CS was the one to throw
CS, yeah. He was Gamora, yeah.
But then you did that one, and that threw me for the loop.
Yeah.
So I guess let's just do this one together, bro.
Let me go first.
You go ahead. My bad.
So my hall pass is someone more central location in the city of Cincinnati.
Oh Lord, you gonna get in trouble.
And I hope I might get in trouble, but I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Don't get
this one. She cool, like she's a mother too. She great smile. Great smile. She clean, like she don't smell, like she's beautiful inside and out. I must say that she is.
Before you say who it is, I just want to say to your wife, don't kill me. I don't know who you about to say.
She is a lovely individual.
Okay.
And I can't speak anything else about her.
Take my glasses off for this.
Without almost getting a chubby. So come on, bro.
Hey, we gotta edit that if it happened, right? I just want to make sure we ain't gonna get in trouble.
So my hall pass is the beautiful, sensational love of my life, and she's from Cincinnati. I promise you, if I get a chance with her, I'm gonna do the do.
Praying for you.
My hall pass is the one and only Sarah Christine.
Sarah Christine.
That's her stage name.
Can you tell people who that is? So you?
Nope. I'm gonna put a picture up. I'm gonna put a picture up.
Oh, you saved yourself. I didn't know that. Oh my Lord,
I'm gonna put a picture up.
Oh my gosh.
Come here, baby. Sarah Christine.
Oh man, you saved yourself. I was so scared for you. I didn't know where you were going with that. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, Sarah Christine.
Okay.
Don't let me catch you down a dark alley, goddamn.
Oh Lord. Oh.
So, who's your hall pass, buddy?
Man, I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet. I don't need a hall pass. It's my wife.
Yeah.
My wife, DJ. I couldn't do this show without her. You know, she watches the kids upstairs. I apologize for some of the background noise. Those are my kids getting a little loud, a little rambunctious. But my wife does what she does, and that's being an amazing mother. Not only beautiful and attractive, you know, but she holds it down with the kids as well, man.
For sure.
She also holds me down, allows us to do this. You know, gave us some of the ideas as far as the camera angles and things like that.
For sure.
So that's my whole pass for this week.
Yeah.
I love you, babe. Hopefully, just give me some brownie points. It's gonna be all out there. So
I'm getting some brownie points.
Man, you saved yourself.
I'm getting some brownie. Getting some goddamn brownie points.
So before we end, I just want to keep it so this is episode 10, so we still gonna keep progressing, keep going.
Yes.
So things to be on the lookout for is we're venturing into a podcast. We'll let y'all know when we get that started. Also, the logo. We'll come up with a new logo.
Yes.
So once we get that up and running, we're gonna post that up there too. So stay tuned for all that. And always we'll have new guests. new topics, and we're just gonna keep going and progressing.
Yes. Before we go and we give you all our information again, I want to shout out Men of Courage. Oh my goodness, I went to this seminar, and it was long, but it was worth it. I think it started at 12. I didn't get out there until like 6. I missed a workout session with Chaz. It was, but Men of Courage. Thank you for having me.
You tell me about that.
Yes. So before we go, and I say to give you a dues, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at mixitup.513. Again, mixitup.513. And make sure you please subscribe to our new YouTube page, which is Mix Space It Up.513. Again, YouTube is Mix Space It Up.513. I will put links below the video, so make sure you like us just like we like you, and we subscribe to anybody who subscribes to us. Absolutely. We love you, Sobe.
Also, if you want to get in contact with us via email, please reach us at 513mixitup@gmail.com.
Yes.
With any comments, any topics you want us to discuss, or possibly if you want to come on the show.
Yes, for sure.
Talk about
yeah, for sure. We love you. Thank you for rocking with us. This is episode number 10. We love you so much. Please stay with us. This is something that we are venturing in with you, and we're inviting you into your homes, just like we're inviting you to ours. Okay? Thank you so much. Peace.